Good morning. I'm here in the TSM house, and right now I'm analyzing and preparing for EchoFox, which is a team that we're playing this weekend in the quarterfinals of the North American Summer LCS Championships 2018. And one of the things that I noticed in 2016 with Immortals, with Huni on the roster, is the cost, just the way that Huni split pushes and cross maps and provides pressure often is not a loss for the team. So while Huni often dies when he's overexposed, he doesn't often necessarily cost tempo or cost resources and gold for his team. And I think that he did a really good job of that in this particular game versus TSM, and I just wanted to actually look at the math surrounding that and analyze it. So I've got the game here. Do not want the sound. I'll turn the sound off.
You will have to use phone flash.
Right. I've got the game right here, and I've got it at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to go through 2x speed, and we're just going to look at different points of the game when Huni is actually doing splitting and the sacrifices he makes before he dies, and look at the objectives that he's able to get while TSM is attempting to make plays. Because I think it's really important to understand whether you're a solo queue player or you're a pro player, what are the pros and cons, like the actual losses and not losses of cross-map play. All right, so by the way, TSM here just made a play onto EchoFox here, and then the play got reversed, and they have no tempo now, and they have to reset essentially. So it's a free herald for EchoFox. It looks like, fortunately. Everybody's coming back on the map. Yeah. Okay. So now it looks like they're going to send Hanser bot, and they're going to put Lucian up top. And probably that looks like Greg is going to jungle from the bot side. He's going to secure Hanser some vision here, and then jungle maybe from the bot side to the top side. Alright, there's a Huni death. There's a bad Huni death. So that did not net anything. Didn't really lose much either, but he's not going to be able to get pressure or push. Alright, and then our top lane roams to the mid. Alright, this is a really important thing to look at. Look right here. Top lane right here is essentially because the TSM jungler is bot. Top lane is kind of backing off this tower. They're afraid they're going to get dived. Right? So what do? Instead of waiting to get dived, they go and they look for the opposing jungler to prevent him from coming up and diving them. So they assume that he's farming the jungle, waiting to ult in on this wave. I think it's pretty smart. But if you look at the actual play, if we start, like for example, right here, and we go until the turret falls down. Oh, they're going to save the turret. Never mind. That's actually really good. Yeah, look, they have to back off. Alright, I really like that play. I think it shows it's a good backup addition. Instead of staying on turret or waiting for the Nocturne to dive, you just go hunting for him. And because he's split, you can eliminate him. Makes a lot of sense to me. EchoFox doesn't really have a lot of vision in our jungle here. Oh. Oh dear. Alright, so instead of pushing that to turret, they're going to use it to get tempo. So they reset in order to try to control the game. So let's see what happens here. They went bot side. They didn't go back top side. They just took the 2 kills and left. EchoFox meanwhile dropped the herald mid. Still didn't get turret. A horrible use of the herald. EchoFox has all this gold banked up that they really need to cash in on the mid turret and the top turret. What is the gold differential right now? What minute are we in? 14:56. Yeah, so it's like a 2K, and each of those turrets is going to knock a bunch of that off. So TSM here is playing a bot turret and dragon, which means that what they should be doing is getting deep vision here and in the Wraith Pit and Raptors, sorry. They're Raptors now. And then we're looking at the dragon setup. Meanwhile, Varus is top. Does he have TP? He does. It's not up yet. But he's going to take the top turret, push out the wave. So maybe Kevin should have... Oh, he stayed there maybe for the red buff. Maybe too long. Now they're going to be able to get down for dragon. Alright. So apparently... Uh-oh. I want to see if they take a turret off this or any damage. Alright. They get that turret. They get the dragon and that turret. And I think the play is over. Everybody's resetting right now. Okay, so let's look at the start of this play. Kevin comes out from base. Here's the start of the play. Let's assume that the top turret's already destroyed. Alright, so now here, Lost can recall and he can go bot and try to make it a dragon. Or he can initiate this play as the Morgana, which is to basically try to kill the Cho'Gath and try to take tier 2. So if we want to analyze the pros and cons of that play, we need to look at the differential between what happened. Let's see. When did the play end? Skip forward. Play ends when everybody's recalling, right here. Alright, so as you can see, we have a 700 gold differential from a 2K. So they net, what, 1,300 gold swing on that play, including one wave of minions denied. How many minions did they deny top lane? What are they crashing with? I can't tell. Is that a full wave? 6 and a cannon. And it looks like... How many are left? 3 and not the cannon. So that's like... That's just like 75 gold. Ish. I think a full wave is what, 100 and something? 112? Alright, so that's not even the big deal. It's just mostly the turrets. And the kill. Because then Jesper got farm on the bottom when Gnar was denied. So even though Gnar didn't die, he didn't get the farm anyway, if you looked at the bottom. So there was no swing there. I think he lost actually even more than Kevin on the bot lane. Let's look. Okay, so here comes the full wave. It's the cannon wave, the same one that's hitting top. Jesper looks like he's forcing him off. It doesn't look like he's farming. Yeah, it doesn't look like he got any of that wave, which was the same wave that Monster was denied. And it looks like Jesper let the... Yeah, Jesper let that turret kill the entire wave. So they lost a 3 minion gain on TSM's part there, I guess. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so now Hooney's going to start to split push. This is when he really, like, kind of just YOLOs it up the side lane. I think he figures we're down, 6 kills, but they haven't taken objectives off of those kills. like, or 5 kills, right? Just like 1k down. So, okay, here he's playing safe. Pushes out the wave. He goes and backs and strips his jungle, which is smart. Waits for everybody to show on the map. He doesn't see Zoe right now there. She is. Okay, now he knows. Okay, he just reset. He must have got a buy-in. What did he get? Okay, he finished his item. He finished Black Cleaver. Got a little bit of vision for himself. So now we can set up. Alright, here he goes back bot. Let's see what you do, Huni. I seem to remember this game multiple times where he was trying to take advantages. Delta's back off. Gold is even again, despite the 5 kills. Another unfortunate attempt at a dive here. See, I think that TSM should have taken this turret way back when Jesper and Mithy got the kill. And just sacked their tempo for the turret. But they didn't. Alright, I'm curious how bad that play actually was. So, let's look right here. Here's the initiation of the play. Looks like bot is stacking against TSM. And now EchoFox gets top wave, recalls. TSM gets mid wave. Nice. Couple minions of it. Oh. And they get denied bot wave too. If you saw the bot wave, Fox's bot wave ate it all up. And we're going to get the catch. So hopefully by the time this replay is over, we'll get to see who catches it. This is an unfortunate timing of the replay. Okay, Kevin caught it. So we're going to include that in the play, because if you notice in the bot lane, the TP in from Huni cost 6 minions, whereas Hanser got to the wave before it crashed on the turret, or when it crashed on the turret. So we'll include that gold in the differential. Alright. So 920. See, here's where Hanser caught the minions, right here. That's why it's important to include that stuff in the play, because essentially the TSM minions were denied, and then it was essentially banked. And, you know, here's... Wait. That isn't when he caught the minions, because this is like 30 seconds. So negative 1k to positive 1k. So it's like a 2k swing, that play, with all the kills. This must have been the turret nab. Alright. This is Huni just running rampant here. Shouldn't be able to steal that blue buff. I guess he feels really strong after getting those 2 kills. Alright, so TSM groups with Hanser to get Baron Vision. And Huni pushes 1 wave and then comes. Okay, so Kevin is... See how many of these minions he's going to miss out on. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Makes it right when it catches. Okay. So Kevin made it to bot turret right when it caught. So essentially, that was a swing. If we look at right there when... I want to do it before he farms a minion. Okay, so we're going to include the wave here that Huni farms. And then we're going to include the catch when Haunser farms it. I wish I could select by top laner only. It's unfortunate. Okay, so here, Huni farms the wave. This is why it's almost... And we're not going to include this one because it looks like Huni's going to be able to catch these red minions that are coming. So we're just going to include the ones that he missed out on. Alright, so EchoFox cashed in on a play somewhere in the middle of this. Oh, it must have been the Drake? I didn't even know the Drake gave money. No, it couldn't have been the Drake. Maybe they got a kill. Let's look. Maybe it's just Syndra farming a bunch of minions top lane. Can't be, because Lucian just got those two, so that wouldn't swing it. This happens 21:41, 21:55 to 22. Right here. I don't know why they go from 1K 100 to a 1.2K. Maybe it's just a problem with the ingestion on this app. But if we look at the full differential, essentially they started at 800 and they ended at 1300. Maybe I just look up here instead. Go back to the beginning. 36.5, 35.6. So it's like 800 and 6.8, 7.8. Yeah, 1300. So they netted out minions on that play in terms of where they farmed. I think is it because they're farming 3 lanes here? Yeah, look. Syndra's about to catch this huge section of minions. Syndra caught the whole wave there. And the next one. Why couldn't we push that out? Right here. Okay. So the wave is crashing in the middle, but unfortunately for Jesper, this wave right here is the remnants of this wave, and it looks like it's going to build a slow push towards EchoFox. So if we go forward, we can see that it's denying those blue minions. See, it just kills that whole wave. It kills part of this wave. Meanwhile, the red minions here are stacking up. And, okay, here now Syndra farms it and frees up the wave. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, maybe we'll get to count them when we see them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one wave. So this entire wave right here. Okay, this entire wave is killed. You look at my cursor. And then this entire wave is killed. Then this is the wave Jesper gets to farm. So that's 6 minions, so 240 gold, 250 gold. And then Syndra gets to farm that. It doesn't look like... Is it going to show her anytime? Can I see how many waves that is? It's the remnants of this one wave. So let's say this is 1, 2, 3, it looks like 4. And then there's 1 wave, 2 waves. So let's say that those 4 original ones died, and this is just the 12. So she's catching 2 waves, denying 2 full waves. 2 or 3. So this is like a 500 gold swing right there. Right? So each wave's, what, like 120-ish gold? So 240 lost, 240 gained, so 500. And then Jesper catches the third wave. That's part of this gold gain that they got here. This increase, actually, it might explain the whole thing. 800 to 1300 is 500. So there you go. There's the whole swing is from that fact that they couldn't push out the top wave, like Jesper had to base here. Looks like, if we back up. Yeah, right here. So ideally, Jesper would want to push this wave all the way and bounce it off the turret. He'd want to clear this next wave too. Does he buy? He backs and he buys. Yeah, Black Leader. So he's got to buy. So he comes out. He's trying to group at the appropriate time. Maybe he could have pushed one more wave. Even though, like, you don't feel safe first Nocturne, especially. But here, he arrives right when Hanzo arrives. So his timing is good. So we're basically sacrificing 500 gold for this play here, TSM. For the timing on this play. Or is Syndra sneaking it, one of the two. But you'd think that since TSM is grouped, basically Syndra and Gnar should be in the side lanes. But Gnar is hovering to mid, because they're actually trying to make a play. I think that instead, Huni should just be pushing. Syndra should be pushing. Let's give the vision over. Maybe they were afraid TSM was actually going to do Baron. But at 22 minutes, Cho'Gath has like a little bit of magic resist. No Warmogs, no armor. So I don't know. Maybe they can't do Baron then. Okay, so Huni takes Drake. Hanzo is grouped still. Caught. He pushed out 2 waves. Now he's grouped. Huni gets 1 wave. Thank you, Kevin, for not using your ulti there. Okay, they don't do Baron for some reason. Even though they have Cho'Gath and Smite. They should have started Baron and got a fight there. But this is... Yeah, so now, essentially, Kevin has the move, and EchoFox is recalling, and now they should start Baron. See, so essentially, instead of starting Baron, they decided to recall, get wards. So now EchoFox has to recall for their wards, and go push waves again. And meanwhile, TSM is pushing waves. So now this is the window. This is why TSM recalled instead of doing Baron there. Obviously, probably I would have preferred they did Baron and start a fight. But especially because Lucian was power spiking. But here we go. So now... Okay, now Kevin's grouped, but nobody was there. Lucian recalled. For half an item. A ward. Now Kevin has to go back bot, so they lost their chance for the play. That sucks. And now Lucian looks like he's trying to trail bot to kill the Gnar. Huh. Okay. How many minions are we going to lose top for this? Okay, the waves crash right in the middle. That's nice. So they're just nullifying. Alright, there's a wave. So TSM loses a wave. EchoFox gains one. There's a 1 wave swing in each way. And I don't think EchoFox actually gained one there. It looked like there were no minions left. So here, Syndra's farmed 2 waves. And she managed to push it all the way out. Did it crash to the turret? I can't tell at the top lane. It looks like it's... It crashed. 2 full waves. Caught. Oh, okay, he caught 1. But that was the 3rd one that was coming in anyway. Just poor side wave management there. I don't know what to say. They don't push the waves out as far as they should. And then they get, like, it's just, like, the stuff that Syndra's doing here, managing to sneak and push this wave kind of like all the way to where it bounces, right here. These kind of moves are high risk, because look at how exposed she is. Like, they can just go kill her right now. But because they're all on the bot side making a bot side play, you know, she's kind of, in a way, safe. And they're just counting on the EchoFox not to die. Of course, EchoFox loses a turret here in exchange for those minions. But the fact that Syndra is able to deny 2 full waves, or deny, yeah, 2 full waves, catch 2 full waves, that's a 500 gold swing. And the turret is worth... Where's the turret kill? So she's mitigating the loss. Like, this would be a much higher swing if she wasn't farming those minions. Like, pushing out that wave. What's a good bot wave? What's Huni doing? Okay, so the play's over, and Huni runs straight bot. He's there already, it looks like. Yeah. And he's going to push this all the way out and crash it. And Jesper, or Hanser's going to get to the, he's going to get to the catch right now. But we're not going to lose anything there. Now EchoFox can really make a play here. They've got their side waves all the way up. Okay, here goes Sven. He's pushing it out. EchoFox makes the play on Kevin, as expected. And there's no Kevin here for the chomp, so they're just going to smite it. Uh-oh. Warren missed. So now we have 2 Barons, I think. Yeah, looks like we're just going to have 2 Barons. Kindred and Lucian. And EchoFox runs straight to Dragon off of this. Okay, everybody's alive. Almost. No, Zoe's still dead. How are their side waves still so good? I guess it's because they made the play on Kevin. They had that wave prepped, and then when they were up top killing Soren, they just pushed those 2 waves. This is one of the things I've always liked about Huni's teams, is they always have such aggressive side wave pushing. In this case, it's Demonte and Huni. So they just monkey face roll, push side waves. And if you're a good team, you should punish that. Like, I imagine Team Liquid would see Syndra up there and just want to go kill her for what she's doing. The multiple times that she's overexposed. And also, Peter is really good at, like, monkey pushing a side wave, like running out. You know that it's kind of a meme, right? That he dies all the time on the side wave. So it's like a high risk play, right? It's not going to be something that works all the time, because teams should punish you for it. So you got to kind of find that line of where you're pushing it out, and you're overexposed, but you're worth taking the risk if you have pressure on the other side of the map, or if they come to punish you, then your team can get something on the other side. That push and that pull. But I feel like if Demonte's doing it and Huni's doing it, it's kind of like whichever side TSM goes to is a loss. So they set up these win-win scenarios for themselves just by trying to have constant pressure on the side waves. Even when they don't even have side wave champs. Like, Syndra is not a side laning champ. Think. Alright, so TSM groups here. And Huni gets to the bot lane. Alright, so there's a timer on the play. 1 wave, 2 waves. So there's a 30-second timer on this play. Hunter recalls to go bottom. Unfortunately, the tower's gone, so he might even lose the duel. Alistair goes with him. And EchoFox sees to get them off the turret. Get this and the inhib. Kevin's still protecting bot. Okay, good. So this is a really good like EchoFox not dying too much and having Huni like pushing like a monkey safely. I wonder if they even went off that. Let's look at EchoFox's play. Here's EchoFox's play. Huni just got to the bot lane. Right now he goes. So they're giving up inhibitor. Okay, so TSM gained 1,000 gold off this play, and so TSM gains 4,700, and EchoFox gains 3,500, essentially. I wish we could run the play through without Huni split pushing. See how it goes. Essentially, like, this is a TSM advantage, but it's not like a massive advantage. I mean, they go from what? They go from 1k down to even, essentially, off of this play. They get 2 turrets and inhibitor. Huni gets 1 turret. A bunch of minion waves. Specifically 2 minion waves. And then 2 of them die on the turret. So 1 of them dies in the turret, looks like. So it's just 240 gold. Swing. Alright. So I guess when they made this call, they say, Huni, go push bot. The rest of the team, do not die, whatever you do. Like, it's going to be 4 versus 5. Or it's going to be 4 versus 4, in which case you can fight. So Syndra's like, okay, well, I'm going to stymie their play by killing the Kindred, but instead, she dies. Okay, great. So they probably have to give up the inhibitor because of this. They're like, okay, well, we're going to give up the inhibitor, so Huni, don't even back. The rest of us just try not to die and lose the game. Here they are defending. I can't see them defending. I wish I could see them defending. How careful are they not to die to these 3? I guess there's not a lot of threat there because there's only 3 people because Alistair recalled. It's unfortunate. Probably if Alistair was there, they could have dove the turret and killed somebody. But it looks like EchoFox is playing super safe. But maybe not. Alright. Zoe is overexposed mid. It's jumped on by the Nocturne. It's like, alright. Here, it looks like she's going to go back to mid. Yep, she goes back to mid and... Oops. Gets jumped on there. Alright, so we got... No, we didn't even get the turret. Now it's 5v4, so... They're just being careful. Okay. Top wave is pushing now, so it's an automatically good wave, and... Looks like Haunter's starting to not be able to fight the Gnar because he got his Gwynsus now. Gwynsu? So they send Sven here to sneak attack Gnar. Let's see how it goes. Here he goes. Gnar goes in. Sven shows up. Nocturne shows up. Lucian's strong. Yeah, Mithy probably just goes too wide here. This is such a janky place to fight, fortunately. But anyway, it ends up to be a 2v2. 2 for 2. It's fine. Alright. They're just going to force this. They have good top wave. Their bot wave is neutral. They have mid wave control. They're just going to go with Cho'Gath. Oh no. That was a really good Syndra spread. Alright, 1 for 1 for Baron. And now they're going to set up They should push bot and mid and get a free elder, but they should push waves. But they're just gonna start the fight instead. Oh, Mithy has a flank here. Alright, this game is over. So they should just put maybe Kevin mid and 4-man bot. Gosh, I don't think Kevin can actually push out mid solo. Maybe if he has Baron minions he can. Maybe they need to push it up with the 2 and then like Kindred and Cho'Gath push mid and then Kindred just walks bot. Okay, I was about to be really mad at Jonathan if he farmed a jungle minion, but it looks like he just came to support. Scare the Gnar a little bit, kind of scared him off. Oh, because Nocturne was also there. Somehow they knew about that. Look at that. The pink ward saw him now, but somehow they knew beforehand, like Spidey sense from Jonathan. Look at him recalling. Nocturne's going to gank. Jonathan senses it. Goes to counter gank. Nocturne shows the word. They know he's going to recall now because they're losing bot. So Jonathan goes to rejoin the team. He's trying to avoid running into the Nocturne along the way. Skips the pink wards. Good for him. Runs straight to the play. Okay, he gets to the play. 4v4. Kevin's holding off mid, but he can't push it. He should push it now. Good. Okay, then we go top and hip. 4 top, Kevin mid, because he's the safest. Kendra should push out and walk over. She can jump walls. But Zoe's going. Oh, I see, because everybody's face checking, so she's just contesting the mid wave. Okay. Kevin's going to go to the bot. No. They're afraid of... Okay, so here we go. So here now, they've decided they can't win if they're contesting this, and Gnar can kill super minions because of his Quinzus and his build, so he's actually pushing against the super minion wave. This is something I love to see, by the way. EchoFox really smart, or Huni's really smart. You put the obviously the split pusher right on the well, obviously if you can get the 4 people to contest there are some teams that are literally stupid enough that they will, like, if you put 3 people on the super minion wave, they will go there and try to fight you and defend it instead of pushing the other waves. I don't think TSM is that bad, and EchoFox knows this, so they just put Huni on that, but he's able to push it like most top laners because his build is insane, and so he's actually making progress. He's going to take this inhibitor. Somebody recalls, so they just call off the entire play. I think that they realize that Huni can't, like, monkey push the super minion wave if there's another champion there. So maybe they just want to. What TSM should do is put like 3 top, 2 bot, maybe, or just 1 bot. I don't know. This is crazy to me. Remember this play? This is like the play that wins the game, I think. Can't believe he can kill him so fast. He just melts him. That's so crazy. And I think it's over. Syndra was pushing top at the same time. Really. Look at this. 1 wave. Okay. She sees that they're engaging there, so she knows that TSM is going, so she pushes another wave. This is just EchoFox playing really well with Nocturne, spreading them all out all over the map. Huni just pushing the side waves like a monkey. Syndra taking the extra risk to push the wave as deep as possible, so she has as much time as possible to get to the next play. Somehow they didn't lose when Syndra died, and they were pushing top. Somehow they didn't lose when TSM was set up on top side after taking bot and Hib. this might be it. Okay, they have mid wave. What happened to bot wave? They left bot. So once again, Hoonie's on bot, and they're 5 mid. That Nocturne is just making him really scared. And I think this is when they lose the game, right? Yeah. So here, I mean, this is just obvious. You should control the mid wave, and then as soon as you see them, you should be pushing. And then as soon as you see them, you should be backing out already. They stayed for the inhib. You basically, the way that it works with mid wave control is you do what TSM did here. So this is really dumb by EchoFox. You don't sit on your vision if you're losing, because then they get closed off from mid lane. You have to recall. So TSM knows this. So this is how it works. You push mid, force the recalls. And once they recall, you go back to bear and you clear out all the vision. So they just overstay here. They need to be backing already. They shouldn't finish the inhibitor. Or they should win this fight at all costs. Alright, and that's the game. TSM won, and then they lost. What's the Skara saying? We're winning until we're losing? They were winning until they're losing? The Huni split push, man. Really crazy. Look at the end of the game there. TSM had control all of this time, and EchoFox gained 1,000 gold. Look at this. Here's the Baron play, right? Here's the inhibitor. Here's where it switches, right there. This is where EchoFox starts to win. So, yeah, okay. This is the big thing. Like, if you're TSM, what is the mistake that you made here? What do you guys think? I think probably, I don't know, I guess Hansar had to go back. Maybe Mithy should have stayed. Maybe, like, if Hansar was just confident enough that he could keep Gnar from winning the game because of his items. But maybe he's not confident enough he could. Maybe he needed 2 people. But this is like the opportunity. They needed to take this inhibitor. They needed to do 4-man here and 1-man defending. And instead 2 people went back. Maybe because they were a little scared from the previous time this happened. But like this to me feels like where Huni man-moded it and was like, okay, now he has so much control in the side wave that like TSM, he can yoink TSM all over the map. So, and from this point on, the advantage only goes to EchoFox up until they win. Right? See? This climb. So yeah, that's the game, guys. Let me know what you think. How should we prepare for this weekend?